running bar to bar. I learned to chase the pain and arm the scars. And my tail fire, that's a Charizard. And we aim higher than the Taj Mahal.
Hello. This is the Dragon Ball Fan Podcast. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kaiser. How you doing? But my co-host is the Vegeta Preacher, the man, the legend. It's Sky, everybody. How you doing?
Great, man. I'm really excited for this one. You know, this is now a series of hot takes. But yeah, I'm doing great. Some of your hot takes is already going crazy in the Discord. But yeah, I'm just overall excited. We have a lot of people in chat too, so it should be a good one.
For sure. We have, of course, as Josh has alluded to, taken in comments from the Discord channel. We have a specific thread that is for submit your hottest takes. And if you knew about that, that's awesome. Keep contributing. If you didn't know, if you're new, like Retro Lad over here, brand spanking new over here, barber's cut, this man just joined the Discord. I don't know why I went in that direction. You don't need to know. And I appreciate you joining, man. Really stoked to have you here. You guys looking forward to Sparking Zero? 100%.
Yeah.
We just spent like a video and a half talking about Sparking Zero. So it was a little discombobulated. We're going to put together a more concise video around really just like everything that we've learned from the playthroughs and the demos that players have been going in and getting early access through. So definitely look out for that content. If you don't want to wait, go ahead and check out the live that we did last Monday. We're really stoked. If you're new, so me and Sky have had this thing going back and forth about Goku and Vegeta, and so we're gonna have a big live stream when the game comes out, and yeah, it's all gonna come down to Goku versus Vegeta, and we all know how that's gonna go. The way it mostly has gone, if you know what I mean.
Oh, so you're a Vegeta fan now? Oh, nice, sick. Yo, J-Light said, after you said that whole little barber thing, he's like, this guy's a weirdo. You know what that reminded me of? You know, like that fish in SpongeBob. He's like, oh, brother, this guy sucks. That's what that reminded me of. Dude.
I feel so attacked right now. My goodness. All right, listen, folks, we're going to read through some of these comments. Thank you also, T-Bird, for coming into the chat. LXS, always appreciate you. We are going to read through these hot takes. Like we said, those are coming in from the Discord. So if you want to write them, go into the Discord, find the thread for hot takes and submit. And next month, we'll read yours, likely. Yeah. So we got some last minute ones that came through. We are going to tackle those as well. But we have some nice little graphics set up, Josh, already for some of the initial ones.
Sick.
So if we're all ready.
I'm just putting up the stream because I've also not seen it, chat. So I'm trying to.
Hold up. I will share my screen with
cool.
you.
Nice. I don't have to use
there
that
you go.
tab.
Now, everyone, it's going to look janky AF for about 2 seconds. Just like hold your composure. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I'm liking the setup, man. Hey, appreciate it. We put a lot of work into trying to make this look a little bit better every single time. It's not perfect, but we're excited to even start doing some in-person stuff really soon. We've already done some, so keep an eye out for that. Wink wink. How y'all doing? It's a Beanie and T-Bird, you know what I'm saying? Alexa, you know what we're saying over here. But yeah, we're happy with it. And what we're also happy about is our Discord, which has continuously popped up. There was a certain point where all of a sudden we got a ton of people coming in, and it's been popping off ever since. So definitely jump over there, and like you have already, Retro Lad, again, thank you, and contribute to the hot takes, which we are going to get started because it's cooking and it's hot. All right, it's cooking and it's hot. I have a light over here. I'm gonna see if I can get it to go really red. Hold on. Now-
okay. So like like a siren or something.
Yes, there are effects on there, but my I'm not connected to the app right now, so we're just gonna get like one consistent light.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't very red. Oh, well, that's not bad. Okay,
Do you have
here we
like
go.
do you have like the do you have like that Gymshark like Goku World Martial Arts kind of shirt? Yeah, you do. Okay. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, no, it's not a Gymshark. It's
No,
literally
I know.
like,
I'm saying like a Gymshark, like you know
like
the
a
ripped,
Gymshark.
yeah, like the ripped sleeves and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dude, you're ready to get yoked, man.
Bro, I hope I am because I'm about to start pushing myself pretty hard.
You should. You know what I find hilarious is actually that's disingenuous because Goku does too. Because I was gonna say like I feel like Vegeta's the more of the gym guy, but Goku trains. He just like I feel like
More
Goku,
unconventionally.
yeah. Like he would just run around, right? Like he'll do laps around King Kai's planet. Vegeta will be like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go in this specific room facility and just train there, kind of like a gym, right?
Yeah,
So-
and also like, yeah, well, and how does he get that? Like, it's also like if you were married
Yeah,
to,
Bulma.
if you were married to like Tony Stark, you'd,
For real.
you know,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna move this a little bit just so we get a little bit of my action figures because I don't have much props, Josh.
Well,
I
I
don't
ain't
much
got
right now.
any right now either, but this table here, I want to clean it up, maybe push it a bit more, get my sign up, and start having some Dragon Ball Funko Pops here. There's like a thing you can buy, it's like a column where you can like push in like Funko Pops. So like it's like a column thing. Yeah, so I might get something like that once I have. I think it's 10. Wait, is it 10 or is it 8? So once I get 8 Dragon Ball ones, because I want to get 8 Dragon Ball ones, and then I want to get on the other side, which I probably won't have it at my place. I'll probably set it up at T-Bird's place, but some Bleach ones. But it won't be an 8 one. There's a small one to a 4 one because I don't want to give her so much like cover so much space there. But I think it's like a 4, but it's like a cubicle one, which is pretty cool too. So yeah,
That's sick. That's sick. Now, how many pops do you have right now?
of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, of Dragon Ball.
I have Ginyu. I have ones. Which ones do I have at T-Bird's place?
Okay,
have 2.
I know if it was top ahead, that's great. But
Yeah,
we
I
don't
think-
need to
I think I have
check the
3. I think I
catalog.
have 3.
3. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
tied then. We have I have 3 as well. I have 2 here and then one other in a box.
I'm
somewhere.
jealous. I want that Goku so bad. The Flying Nimbus.
Yeah,
one.
I am happy with it. Not gonna go into it too hard, but I got Kid Goku from Dragon Ball, and then I have
so nice.
Mastered Ultra Instinct. So
That one's pretty
it's kind of
cool, too.
like both ends of his journey right now. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later at the end of the show if we have time. But yeah,
Yeah.
we should definitely talk about like Dragon Ball merchandise and stuff at some point. That'd be really fun.
That would be fun, and especially as it's something that we're increasingly starting to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that will definitely be an episode. I'll cue that up for the Dragon Ball fan podcast
Sick.
for sure.
Nice.
And for today's episode, we got hot take. I should have had a sound effect.
Bro, that popping noise you just made on the mic actually sounded pretty satisfying.
Oh shit. Okay, well, good to know. All right, our first hot take is from Bulldozer. All right, in the Discord,
Oh
he says,
my God.
in the Saiyan saga, Piccolo shouldn't have sacrificed himself for Gohan. As a Gohan lover, I was not gonna let this just fucking sit there. Okay, I was putting it first in the queue.
Bro, okay, first and foremost, I like the simplistic showcase of how you have these hot takes. So great job
Okay.
on that.
Thank you.
I really do like it. 2, no. Like, the reason why their relationship got so much better was because of that whole training arc of Piccolo being like that older brother for Gohan and then sacrificing himself for Gohan here. And that also led to, obviously, it was a miss, but I believe he does the Misenko after Piccolo dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like
And
massive.
it's insane. Like, people don't want. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Like, just quickly before we get your take on this, because I know you're a
Yeah.
Gohan fan, and at this point in time, Gohan is my favorite character. So I ain't letting this shit slide either. Okay, anything from Gohan all the way up until Cell Saga, I ain't letting that shit slide because Gohan's best moments other than the one-handed Kamehameha or just the whole Super Saiyan 2, all of the Cell tournament is that Masenko moment and the Frieza moment where he pins Frieza down in the Namek Song. You're not taking that away from Gohan. That was a fantastic moment. Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
hit it, but Vegeta and Nappa recognized it as a threat. And the thing is, it became like it was like a chain effect, right? Because in the Raditz saga, right? So I guess that's like the beginning part of the Saiyan saga. Raditz also took notice when he breaks his Saiyan armor. That's kind of the start of the people are recognizing his power. The second part is that part where he uses the Masenko. The third part is when he's pinning down Frieza and Vegeta's like, "What the fuck?" This dude just became he passed Vegeta and Trunks just like that. During that point in time, obviously it diminished afterwards, but that's
Yeah.
not the point. The point is that's what led to. And I think in a writing perspective, people do not give Toriyama credit for this.
Yeah.
What blows my mind is that
The
Toriyama
build
let
up.
all that build up for him to finally. That's what an awaken was. He awakened to that Super Saiyan 2 or to that fully released state to finally stay to that point, right? Obviously, what happened was he didn't end up training much later, and you got like the Gohan and the Buu, or in the beginning of the Buu thing. But yeah, this isn't a phenomenal moment that shouldn't be like. This needed to happen. I feel like this is perfect. It was such a perfect moment for Gohan.
I agree. It had to happen for two reasons. One is for what you're saying, the buildup of the journey to so that we could look back and say, oh, remember all those times that where Gohan lost his shit and he was overpowering the opponent. How many times does that happen? Oh my gosh. So yes, from that perspective, but also from the perspective of building Piccolo up. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like what kind of like what kind of role model is he? You know, like he is incredible. And it's moments like that that just make you fall in love with Piccolo.
Yeah.
You know, he has cool moments, and yeah, we appreciate him for being the wise man in the room. You know, and having a good grasp of what's going on. But he's also, you know, now extremely powerful. But to have those moments also where we see the soft side of Piccolo, that's what, like, I agree that Vegeta's probably the most developed character in the show, but I'd say Piccolo, like, slips under the radar with a lot of what we got earlier on in the series.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think Piccolo's right up there as well. You know?
I mean,
yeah.
now that you've mentioned that, I have a hot take, but we'll save it for the end if we have time. I'll just write it down so I don't forget.
I'll just read a couple of the comments and then we'll roll into the next one. So Retro Lad says, disagree because it built up Piccolo's character development and going to space against Frieza. Very true. Yep. Plus, Frieza had to be stopped because he would have went to Earth one day to slave it.
Yep.
Yeah, very true. He also says Vegeta and Piccolo have the best character arc in Dragon Ball, 100%. And then, yeah, of course, Akira Toriyama was a genius. REP. Yeah. It's still weird to kind of realize that he's not here. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
That was a great one, though. Great job, Bulldozer.
Bulldozer.
That created conversation. That was a really good one. No, honestly.
Yeah.
Even though we just.
Yeah, that's the thing. It might be a take that we're like, that's cold as shit. Yeah. But it still spurs conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay.
Oh,
make sure. Okay. Crow. So, okay.
Dude, Crow is, so what we call Crow, like the nickname for Crow, we love Crow, by the way. Crow's awesome. He's so, like, the thing is, too, is you'll look at his takes and you think it's satire. It's not satire.
Like, he legit thinks these things.
He legit thinks these things. And it's just hilarious. I'm just like, yo, Crow, never change. Please don't ever change. We love you the way you are.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Jay Light, you're in the chat saying LOL right now. He knows what's up. Yeah, so he's out here saying all the Z fighters at once could match up to a god of destruction.
I agree.
Because we're including Vegeta and Goku. And Golden.
And Gohan.
And Gohan. And Piccolo. And yeah. Okay, so now let's make this question more fun. Okay, let's get more specific. Okay, so with the strength of the characters that we get going into and where we are right now, okay?
Okay.
Tien is right up there now when you think of the like we've had all these touch points with all these
We're
characters.
talking
build
about
up
current, right? We're talking about current. So we're talking
current, right?
post superhero.
Right. So we know how strong Krillin is now. He's very strong.
Yeah. Krillin's very
We
strong.
know Yamcha is very strong. We know Roshi is very strong. We know Tien even. So we know they're really, really strong. So if we remove the main cast, right, the leaders in that group,
Okay.
do they accumulate? Now, I'm not talking about when
Yes.
we've seen it so many times where in culmination they should be strong enough to make a dent, but they're really just like firing key blasts to try and hold back the guy, you know? If they develop a strong fighting style in the way that we see Gohan and Piccolo often fighting really well together, sometimes when Goku and Vegeta fight together, sometimes we get the best choreography. So if we could get something where we get Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, we know is incredibly strong now from the Moro arc. Roshi, you know, these characters, Josh, Sky, tell me,
Okay.
can they
I have a
take
question.
on a god of destruction?
I have a question. We're assuming it's not Beerus, right? Or can we pick?
It can't. No, if it's the weakest god of destruction that
Okay.
we know,
Perfect. And is Android 17 part of this and Android 18?
I think
Also,
recently
is
we've
Gamma 1?
established that they are.
And
Oh,
Gamma 1? Do we add Gamma 1? Because
No.
I'm not gonna
No,
lie to
no,
you,
no.
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I think in Android 17, 18, TN, Krill, like if they work together like it was Cell Max, and then you're also counting Goten and Trunks. So, yo, I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be real. I think they might do something to the lowest God of Destruction. I do.
but you think it would take all of that though?
And Boo, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Boo.
Boo.
bro.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think it doesn't even take all of that. Personally, I don't think it takes all of that. I know this is you want a hot take. This isn't a hot take. I'll give you a hot take.
Where's the thing? Remember that you used to use in the old place? It's now that one.
Woo! It's not. I used to have like a goal siren, but the battery's dead.
We love that.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Because we're all thinking it. Krillin, Roshi, Tien, Yamcha alone could beat the weakest god of destruction.
What? All right, you lost me, bro. Nah, you.
Yeah, no, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
What am I hearing?
We got Zazu Sensei in the chat saying, nah, listen to me. Okay. Whoa, Kaiser. That's right. Kaiser's powering up right now. Listen, I come to a show with sleeveless shirt, and this is what happens. Okay. We have a Krillin pushing up against what level of Goku? I don't care if they were sparring and it was the lightest of spar, but what was he pushing?
Current Krillin could box with a Super Saiyan Blue non-Kaioken TOP Goku because he also damaged Cell Max, who was stronger than UI Sign Goku. So we know for a fact that Krillin's being able to damage someone like Cell Max with Destructo Disc and shit has enough attack potency to at least hurt badly a Goku from Super Saiyan Blue in the Tournament of Power. That we do know.
Okay, so a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Tien, similar, no? When we get him in his area and he's, it's similar. I don't know if, yeah,
To be
okay.
real, Kaiser, I'm a bit biased just because, you know me, I've said this many times. I actually think Yamcha would have been a better addition to the top 10 in the Tournament of Power than Tien was, just because he seemed more battle ready, but like Yamcha is a very like gag character.
You can't say
no, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna have a bias here, and I'm gonna say that Tien I don't think is even close to Krillin at this point in time, which is weird
right
to say because Tien has always been a step above Krillin, especially in Z, and we know that. And Krillin's not weak. Obviously, he's not weak, but Tien was always a step above. Like a big Tien feat. I mean, people talk about this all the time, but like stall and sell for 4 hours. Like people will say that's not much, but it is. Tien in the Buu Saga deflecting a Buu tank's key blast, like that's huge. Like actually, that's actually a big deal for someone like Tien, right? So like I think Tien has always had this potential. I just think he always misses the ball, dude. He arguably trains more than Goku and Vegeta, and he just is.
Yeah.
But he never passes Krillin, like especially in Super. In Z, yeah, but like I feel like in all points of Super, maybe just in the beginning when Krillin wasn't really training, but in the latter half of Super, at least in the anime and where the manga has been, Krillin has always been a step above Tien.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. I think maybe, yeah, like you were saying, when we have like the martial arts tournaments, obviously,
Yeah.
and we get Tien kind of introduced, like I think he's kind of portrayed as being stronger for sure than Krillin. But I mean,
It's crazy.
look, I think one key thing to think about here is Krillin was always at his strongest in Dragon Ball when he was confident.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of what they did to, you know, bring that confidence back out of Krillin in the build up to the Tournament of Power, Sky, I feel like, you know, there's something to be said about that correlation.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's at his strongest when you know, he's not thinking about, am I the next, you know, roast at Thanksgiving. So
Oh, actually,
yeah, so I mean, we see what he can do. I agree with you. I think Krillin's. I have a strong bias towards Krillin. I love Krillin.
yeah, but you know what though? I
but-
don't even think like we're gassing up Krillin too much because he's at least shown it to us. Like he's shown
Yeah.
how strong he's become, and he's given us these like even small feats. But like in Dragon Ball, all these small things accumulate to something bigger. Like Krillin again doing damage to Cell Max was a big deal. Orange Piccolo was struggling as a new form, which by the way I actually appreciated that Toriyama and all of Toei and stuff, they went that direction where it's like we're giving Piccolo this new transformation, but he's just not gonna, because they gave it to him and then they stopped Gamma 1 and 2, right? But then when Cell Max came out, Orange Piccolo was holding his own. It's not like he just lost. He was doing really well, but it's not like he just instantly won. So I feel like when we got that showcase of Android 1718, which by the way I rank insanely high, like I just feel like without 1718 Gamma and Buu though, they just can't beat a God of Destruction because there just isn't enough there yet. Like yeah, they are strong, but I think it like for example, Super Saiyan Blue Goku isn't beating any God of Destruction. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. But when you watch, okay, what do they say that Super Saiyan God Goku first time he didn't have a chance to even master the fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
Excuse the language, just so you guys know,
Yeah.
they're swearing on the show. Yeah. So,
Let's go.
but what was it? 10% of Beerus's power is what they were saying. Like it was like 10%.
For what?
Someone let me know in the chat if you guys remember that. But that Goku at Super Saiyan God in Battle of Gods was
No.
pushing about 10% of Beerus.
No, it was actually 80. They retconned it.
It
They
was how
retconned
much?
It was 80% of Beerus. That's
There's-
why they moved the goalposts with Beerus. That is why when Goku got Super Saiyan Blue and Vegeta, they should have been able to beat Beerus. But that's why there's like a meme. I don't know if you've seen memes, but they retconned Beerus like multiple times. And that's why I always tell people, Kaiser, read the manga because the manga has retconned Beerus, I believe, only once. The anime has been like 4 times because like they keep moving the goalposts. In the manga, you get a showcase basically in chapter 27 when he's like 1v11 all the gods of destruction, already showcasing to us that Beerus is no slouch, right? So yeah, in the anime Battle of the Gods, I believe it's 75 or 70 to 80%, and which is crazy to think about, dude. Because like that's a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan that was like kind of whatever, right? Like the Super Saiyan God we see from Vegeta is stronger. The Super Saiyan God we see in Tournament of Power from Goku is better, right? Like it's not much. It's not anything crazy. In the Goku Black arc, Vegeta, especially well in the manga at least, uses Super Saiyan God. That's way stronger than the one we see in Battle of Gods. So what is he stronger than Beerus? No, Beerus would probably one shot that Vegeta, right? So it's like it's weird. It's really weird how they like changed it, but yeah, it's unfortunate.
So yeah, I mean that's I think where we're at though with this question is it would, I mean, here's the thing too. We don't know how weak the weakest God of Destruction is. So
yeah.
like if it is a Champa kind of personality where they don't want it like to train at all and they are inherently a lot weaker, then maybe there is a God of Destruction that these 4 OGs could go up against,
Yeah.
based at their strength. I think it's at least possible. At least
I agree
possible,
with
for
this
sure.
if we're adding 17, 18 Boo and Gamma.
Okay.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
I respect it. Next question. Thank you, Crow. From the broker. It will take a 2 times fusion to beat Black Frieza. And he gave an example of Gogeta and, I'm sorry, this name is terrible, Brohan.
Bro,
Brohan, what's good, bro?
I just like rode away, bro.
Dude, can we, now we're gonna have to call Broly Broly.
Bro, man.
He like looks the most like a surfer actually too. Yeah. Brogan? I don't know about that. I don't know if that's any better, Gerald. I don't know. Okay,
What do
so
we call it though? Groly? Like that's worse. That's actually worse. At least Brohan is marketable.
okay, how about the fusion of Gogeta and Brohan?
No, this is not happening.
Okay, but wait, hold on. Pretend we're in that conversation of names, right? What would that look like? What would the name be?
Oh, it would be Gogetahan. Gogetahan.
Oh, there you go. Go
This sounds like a
Jetahan,
fucking
yeah.
Transformer now, bro.
Go
Like,
get a Han. Oh man, go get a bro. Go get a bro.
Wait, I said go get a ham.
Go get a ham.
Gorilla? Nah, man, they can't do that to our Saiyans.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, you're at. When they were fused together, they just become the giant ape. That's all that would happen.
They just become Izaro and they just
Izaro.
like fucking shit up.
That's how they bring the golden ape. Okay. So you're saying absolutely not.
No. But
Okay.
if this were to happen, yeah, Frieza would probably get one shot.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, it would have to be. So okay. Next
It would last
question
like
now.
3 seconds, this fusion, too, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So I have two questions around this. One is Frieza still training, or do you think Frieza is?
No,
I'm here. I'm done.
You know what I think? I think that he is now just conquering. So now that he's trained those 10 years, now don't get me wrong, he could get stronger. Maybe he meets other people. And like I said, that I would love to get some more chapters of Black Frieza and like fighting these other races and these planets, and maybe even getting even stronger, fighting some good opponents, killing people off, and all that stuff, and conquering. But yeah, I think right now all he's doing is conquering. Because remember, he also recruited Oil and what's her name? But
It
yeah,
wasn't. Oh yeah, Oil and her, and then
Forgot
he
her
also has possession of OG-73.
OG-73. Yeah. So I think right now he's just taking like he just wants to become a god of destruction. I think that's the goal for Frieza now. It's conquering the universe, and then I don't know if he wants to challenge Beerus. I'm assuming Beerus is the one he does want to challenge though, just because Beerus always has superiority over Frieza, and Frieza, knowing how Frieza is, he probably never liked that. And now that he's at a level that he is now, he might challenge Beerus. And that's why we mentioned this before, that if Beerus and Frieza were to fight in the manga, I think it would actually like shake the internet. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it would probably, like we were saying, we think that, I'm pretty sure we're in alignment, that there would be some really good battle. Frieza would actually push back, but at the end, Beerus would probably be too much. I think that's kind of the consensus.
yeah, I got Beerus over Black Frieza 100%.
Yeah. Okay, so before we switch this one, let's just do a percentage chance that we get a double fusion. So I'm gonna say there's a 20% chance, because I could see them doing the fusion dance and then putting on the earrings.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, a double fusion dance would be really funny.
Dude, just for them to fuck it up, and then we're gonna have to wait like 5 chapters for them to get it correct.
Yeah,
Oh god.
for real.
I would say I don't want to be like that guy that says 1% or it's never happening. Let's kind of have a little bit of fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go with 5%. I
Okay.
think 5% is a good amount. I think it's something that it's not that I don't see them ever playing around with. I just don't think that that's their approach to beating Black Frieza. That's all. But yeah. Also, welcome
Okay.
to the chat, Beef Pie. Nah, bro, you need to bring Vegito together with Gogeta from the movie verse and make Goji. How do you say that? Go Ghetto? Go Ghetto, let's go.
Go ghetto.
That's funny. Also, yeah,
Bro.
welcome back, Beef Pie. We haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you back. A lot
Good to
of
have you in
people,
here.
a lot of new people too in the chat. We really appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
So,
really, really good active chat today. Really, really happy with it.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. So yeah, that's where we're gonna leave that one. Next one. Okay, so I thought this was interesting. I have a few here that I found online. Broly would have lost to Jiren if he participated in the Tournament of Power. So the argument that I'm seeing is that Broly would be stronger, potentially. But
Okay.
then for Broly to get to that power, at least the Broly we know right now, to get to that power, I think he'd have to be out of control. And Jiren's is a very smart character, right? So I don't see that being an advantage necessarily in the fight.
I disagree with this, I think, because Jiren had a lot of missteps when he fought Goku, actually. So when Goku actually got UI Sign, so his first Ultra Instinct form, he actually was giving Jiren the work, and we knew that Jiren wasn't at full power. And we know that the only reason why Jiren was able to win that first fight was because Goku ran out of Ultra Instinct. Now, obviously, Jiren would have won if he went full power. I'm just saying that current Jiren that was fighting, that current Goku would have lost to Goku. And that's just to me someone like Jiren who's just testing himself. But with Broly, there's no testing, dude. You gotta if Jiren does not go full power right away, and Broly just keeps getting stronger, I really do think Broly is gonna beat Jiren, to be honest with you. And again, this is a Broly that, even though he's not actually Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta level, because once Gogeta got to Super Saiyan Blue, Broly landed 0 hits. So it was like a no diff at that point. But I will say he was at least Super Saiyan Gogeta level, which is a post Tournament of Power Vegeta and Goku, which is insane. So I don't know, man. I
Okay.
think Broly definitely takes it.
Next one. Super Saiyan God Goku would whoop DBZ Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. So they're assuming that, I guess, maybe it would be capable. We can't really say yes or no that they could have gone Super Saiyan 3.
I agree.
But going Super Saiyan 3. So you're saying SSG Goku would whoop. Are you crazy?
Hold on. Okay. So what I find funny, first off, which Super Saiyan God Goku is this?
I'm talking about like Battle of Gods.
Battle of Gods Goku? I got Battle of Gods Goku, whooping Super Saiyan 3 Vegito from Dragon Ball.
No way! You are nuts. Do you know
Nah.
how much strong? Oh no, dude. I have Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta or Vegito. I know the name. There's no way.
Okay,
Chat, what do you think?
I want to hear your take on this.
My take on this?
Yeah,
My
yeah,
take.
yeah. What's your take on
Okay.
why is Vegito? So wait, hold on. Actually, because I know it's the other way around. Because to be fair, I don't agree actually, because it says would whoop. I don't think you would whoop him. I think you'd beat him. But that's a technicality.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say. So I'm still gonna say I agree, because I still think Super Saiyan God, Goku wins Super Saiyan against Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. But I'm just curious on why you think a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito from Dragon Ball Z is beating a Super Saiyan God Goku, who pushed of course, move the goalpost Beerus, but a still strong Beerus to 80% power in that movie. I need to know, and do you
Okay.
whooping Super Saiyan God Goku, or do you think it's like a close fight?
I think it's a close fight because it's Goku. So he could be at base form and Goku's somehow gonna find a way to stay in the fight for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess where my mind goes is, okay, I know that Super Saiyan 3 Goku was no match for Beerus, okay? Now, we get a Vegeta after the Bulma slap that does power up to only level 2, but then is referenced as being stronger than Super Saiyan 3, who pushes, at least makes Beerus start to have to move, okay?
Yeah.
So, all of a sudden, now, like, you know, we've set a benchmark here.
Yeah, but that's Super Vegeta.
Okay, hold on. What I'm saying is, in the context of God, okay, that's a big leap. Okay, so when I'm saying, so around it's roughly the same power. Let's be real.
What?
Maybe he was slightly stronger than Super Saiyan 3 at that level. But anyways, point being is, in the context of when we talk about the big leaps that we take where we're at now. Okay, so I hope you're all with me right now. Okay, class is still in session. The amount, just like Super Buu, just Super Buu alone was significantly stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Okay? Then
Super Buu?
Super Buu.
Oh no, hell no.
Yes.
No, Super Buu is not significantly stronger than a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You realize Super Saiyan 3 Goku is stronger than Fat Buu, right?
Okay, yes, I understand. Sorry. He's still stronger. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but once he gets the but then he absorbs Ultimate Gohan. He absorbs Piccolo. He absorbs Gotenks.
Yep.
Okay? So here's my point now. That character is unbelievably strong. An argument you yourself had made when you were trying to tell me that Vegito was stronger than Gogeta.
Yes.
Remember that conversation? Yeah, okay, so that's great. But you also made that reference, and you were saying how strong that version of Buu is. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
it is.
So light years beyond Super Saiyan 3. Beyond light years, okay? For Vegito to have that kind of upper hand was ridiculous.
Yeah.
At just Super Saiyan 2, even at base, he was about even at base. Maybe you can make that argument. But then he goes up 2 levels. He goes up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So with the reference point I made earlier, with a Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, Ultra, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Vegeta just can't achieve a fucking form. He's got to make up some random 0.5 move. Okay? So he's all of a sudden, he sets a little bit of a, this is what it takes to move the guy. All right? You're telling me that a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, I'm going to say it. I am going to say this. Wouldn't mop the fucking floor with Super Saiyan 3 God? Bro, I'm convincing myself even more. Okay.
Can I ask something?
Okay.
How do you think a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito from Z, by the way, does against Beerus? Because I literally...
Battle of Gods is Z. Relax. Look at the cover. Look at the cover.
It's super.
It doesn't matter. It came out. It was directly. No, it's the same. It's the same timeline. You know what I'm talking about. The movie came out. It was Dragon Ball Z. It was directly after the Buu saga.
I
I
don't know why that's what you targeted. That's not even what my question was. I literally just asked you, what do you think a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito from Z does to a Beerus?
Oh, to a Beerus. To a Beerus.
In Battle of Gods, yeah. Does he even land like good hits if he's trying? Because I don't see it. I don't see him landing any good hit.
I think he does better than Goku at God. Do we have an understanding, a clear understanding as to how big the jump is?
I get where you're coming from.
Okay, so you see that there is logic to my thinking.
There is logic. I still think Goku takes it.
Okay.
I don't see it, man. I don't. Like, I see what you're coming from.
Okay,
I just don't see it myself. That was a cool one, though. Wonder where you got that. That was pretty cool.
Last one. We don't have to spend long on this, but I know this. I pulled this because Sky's gonna hate this. Raditz should have had Vegeta's place in the series, or at least been more than he was in canon. I think we can maybe agree on the bottom one. I don't see Sky agreeing with the first point.
I mean, I don't think
But-
you would agree on the first point.
I think it would have made more sense. Like, it would have been easier to draw that line, is what I'll say. I love Vegeta. I love who Vegeta is today. It's hard for me to say that I don't want that. But they also could have, like, I'm just saying, like, Raditz could have been that character. He could have technically, from a writing perspective, like, maybe Vegeta comes, but he isn't anything more than just the villain that the two brothers have to come together to fight. Like, I could see that story happening as well, and maybe that would be incredible. But yeah, I mean, what we get from Vegeta is just like largely what makes Dragon Ball Super successful, honestly. So, like, I don't know, how about you? Like, when you read this, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
I see the vision here because like the Goku's brother, like dynamic.
Yeah.
But I feel like because he would be Goku's brother, they could write themselves in a hole in the sense of like, after the Saiyan saga or whatever, what is he, just part of the team now? And it's like, okay, yeah, he's Goku's brother, that's cool and all, but it's like here, Goku basically already has a brother. Like, whether people want to admit it or not, Krillin, like, yeah, Krillin's his best friend, but bro, they're basically fucking brothers. And
That's a really good point.
and also, my issue with this is that I feel like Raditz, from the beginning, was to hype up Vegeta. That's the thing. So it's like,
yes, but also to introduce the idea of a Saiyan.
yeah. So like the reason why I do like this, by the way, if you are to replace Vegeta, the only thing I would like is if we had a whole dynamic where like Goku is asking him questions about like Planet Vegeta and the way of the Saiyan life and all this type of shit. Like, that would be cool. But
Yeah.
at the same time, that's what I wish Vegeta gave to Goku.
Goku, yeah.
a lot more too. But
He
yes,
did in the
I
beginning.
see
I
it.
feel like he was forcing it down, at least in the Frieza side.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So I don't know. I'm also not like an insanely big fan of Raditz. I don't hate him. Don't get me wrong. I don't. I mean, we got Red Ribbon Rocky cooking up something in the back, but I just, yeah, I don't know. This is a weird one because it's all hindsight, right? Like, this isn't something that we could just say would be worse. We can't say that because we don't know. Like, if we didn't know Vegeta after a villain, I can't tell you that Vegeta or Raditz couldn't be written better. I can't. I would be lying to myself. Raditz could have been in the story and being written better than Vegeta. We don't.
It would have been such a different show. Because now I'm thinking about this too, it's so much more than just Vegeta being another Saiyan. It's Vegeta being the prince, and the legacy, and the heritage, and all that means to him, and all that ends up meaning to the show. In the dialogue that we get, in the relationships that he has, like it is such a powerful thing that they were able to pull from. Yes, yeah, and I even see Beef Pie writes in that someone did. Masako X did a whole series on what if Raditz was good. It had a lot of potential. Yeah, I see it because, yeah, like we've been saying, the whole brother thing and a lot of what Vegeta is to Goku, that they could have just written that in as Raditz's thing, right? And the one thing I'll say also is it would have made the integration of Bardock's story a bit more, it would have made more sense. I think they would have made more of a. That probably would have come in the show. I think that would have come like earlier. But yeah, but it's a different show, and maybe that'd be sick if we ended up getting a what if timeline, on something like that.
Like a what if manga would be funny.
Oh, dude, because I know there's the one with Yamcha, but I gotta read it.
Yeah, the Yamcha one was really fun. It was a fun read.
Yeah, I really want to. Okay, so I believe, so that is it for the ones that are here, but there are a couple in the Discord that we are going to read as well. Sky, do you want to actually pull them up?
Sure.
And then, just let us know what they are.
Okay, so, let's see. We had a couple more. I believe we have 3 more.
Okay.
Okay, so we have Zazu Sensei. which is I believe he's still in the chat, says my
I
hot
bet he's in the
take:
chat.
Super should redo the Shadow Dragon arc from GT with their own spin on it.
Please.
I'm all for it, to be honest with you. Okay, this might be a hot take. I actually think the
Oh, boy.
concept of the Shadow Dragons is better than the baby concept. I just think the baby concept was executed better than the Shadow Dragons. I think it made sense. Oh, you guys are using the Shadow Dragons way too fucking often. It was supposed to be once a year. You guys are using it like once a week. Now it's being all corrupt and shit. It's turning like black or whatever. And they start like they became like stone, right? Or something. What is that what it was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then all the dragons appeared. The issue was there was only two of the dragons that actually had any relevancy. It was the Nova one and the Ice one. And then Omega at the end. The other ones were basically irrelevant, which was annoying. And then all the fights except for the best fight in the series is not even the Gogeta versus Omega Shenron one. It's the Goku versus, is it the Ice one where he's blind? Like that's like the best one in my opinion.
Oh, the blind. Yeah, like that's great. I still think the Omega Shenron stuff is probably the best. I'm actually going to disagree a little bit with what you're saying because I actually found that baby for me completely under-delivered up until we got Ozaru and then Super Saiyan 4, and like that was the only point to me where I was, or not, that's not true, sorry. There was also some of that, you know, when Goku was going off against Vegeta baby Broly.
Listen,
Vegeta
man.
baby.
Listen.
But dude, it just wasn't slapping, at least for me when I was watching it.
Fair enough. I'll just say this real quick. I'm a Vegeta fan. The baby arc did not go well for us Vegeta fans, and I still think it's the best arc. So if that says enough, that's dude. It wasn't there a moment where like baby
The best?
Gohan wasn't there in GT? Yeah. Do you remember the baby Gohan scene where he's grabbing Vegeta's face and he's like smearing it across like the dude? Do you understand?
That was hilarious.
That is like the most painful thing to watch as a Vegeta. Like I'm not even joking, by the way. I swear to you, not there. That is. I'm gonna say, dude, this is my hot take. Even though it's not canon, that is the worst moment I have seen in a fight. In terms of fighting, that is the worst scene I've ever seen with Vegeta, bro. No way you're losing. Obviously, it's a baby Gohan, dude. That version of Gohan should not be getting even close to you, dude. Like, it was so embarrassing to watch. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So I actually think that we've had this conversation. I think that Vegeta's worst moment overall was probably Broly, legendary Broly. Like if we're gonna say like non-canon counts, then like him being terrified for the entire time and then finally being like, no, hold on, I'm actually the Prince of Saiyans, I can do this, move out of my way, Kakarot. And then he just gets fucking boom, face, rock, sit down, boy. It was bad. That to me was the worst Vegeta moment.
Dude,
oh man.
dude.
I mean, Goku got his worst.
honestly,
Goku
man,
got his worst with the Kamehameha too.
Honestly, it's my fault that I mentioned non-canon because then you brought that up. Like, I honestly, and I'm not just saying this to say this. I genuinely believe that Z Broly movie is so overrated. I do. I genuinely do think that
It is a
movie
little overrated. I agree. They're really cool moments.
Oh yeah. There's great moments.
That's what the Broly movies were. Good moments.
Yeah, there
and
was
then
good moments.
Bio just had none.
Yeah, like for an example, okay, this is crazy too. I do think like in terms of a full-on movie perspective, I think the first one is the best one, but for some reason I still enjoy the second one more. I do. I know the first one is better. I know the first Broly movie is better in terms of writing, in terms of pacing, in terms of actual fighting, like fight sequences and choreography, getting everyone involved, how everyone got involved was great. Is a very important thing in Dragon Ball movies to me. It's like, oh, where like Piccolo was hearing shit, all that. Like, I get that, but to watch, like, if you're telling me you'll watch any of the three Broly movies, that are not Super one because I'd pick the Super one, but I would pick the second one first. I'll be honest with you. But the first thing I would pick is Cooler because Cooler is my favorite Z movies personally.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely we are going to do our rank the movies. That's going to be another topic. So really excited for that. Maybe we'll find a way for everyone to vote in so we can get their impression as well. We'll kind of reveal ours, then reveal theirs. But
A lot of people in
Yeah,
chat. It's hard to catch up right now.
I know. We're going to get to that right now,
Yeah.
actually. Let's see. So
Then we have
Gohan-
two more hot takes, and then we'll just say one of our own, and then
I think we'll just. Oh, we do have those two more. We got to get to. Okay. I won't have one. You can just do one at the end. That's fine.
sure.
I think block that out. Yeah, I bet, dude. Jay Lightyear, that was a rough moment. GT is in like Super Gohan. He retired and became a scholar. I know. So much hate. I know. Yo, not a bad impression. Thank you. I'm the prince. Haha, love the impression. Bio Broly, only good moment is when 18 is on screen. Okay. Yes. But also, the Kamehameha at the end is cool. It was such a weird cast of characters to be doing it. It was Krillin with hair. It was Goten. And you know what I'm saying, right? With the red shirt and everything.
Yeah, now I'm remembering.
And Trunks. So Trunks doing a Kamehameha was weird as well. So it was just a weird trio, but that was a cool moment as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hit us with the next one.
All right, so Jay Lightyear says, hot take. Future Trunks should have never been brought back past the Cell Saga. Restoring peace to his time was the perfect ending.
Okay, Sky, you want to open?
Yo, and I like the Goku Black arc, especially for the manga. I think it's pretty good, but yeah, I agree, man. I agree. And you know why? You know why I agree? I'm gonna be petty here, okay? I agree, and this is all hindsight. Like chat, this is all hindsight, right? If I know that that's how they're gonna draw future Trunks coming into Super, don't even bring him back, bro. I'm sorry, don't bring his ass back. That is the worst designed main-ish character in Super, dude. Like it's or at least it's up there. Like future Trunks looked horrible in Super. Don't even bring him back, dude. Fuck his time. Like if his timeline's still fucked after they saved it, honestly, bro, he could die. I'm fine with it. He can die. It's cool, bro. Fuck your timeline. Fuck your timeline, bro.
You know I disagree. You know I disagree. Because the Trunks moments that we got while in his timeline, especially, were awesome. And especially him essentially being the one to beat Zamasu. That was nuts. Like he did something that was not possible, which of course how they reinforced that with the fucking atmosphere Zumasu. I don't know what the hell that was. But at the end of the day, that was a sick Trunks moment. We got great Trunks moments. We got to get Trunks meeting Trunks. That was really cool.
I hated it.
we couldn't get that before.
I know,
Because
but
Trunks was too young.
I hated it. I hated their whole interaction.
I don't like the whole, like, I'm jealous of you because Mai likes you. I don't like that. But I did like Mai's relationship with Trunks in their timeline. I thought that was sick. I think it was sick that we got the whole Yajirobe there. I think it would have been, Yajirobe was there. But I think it was worth it for Goku Black. I think that idea of, like, making Goku evil and it literally being, like, his body, like, that was flippin' sick.
Yeah.
For me and for Bulma, oh dude, that was sick for Bulma to like have these like back of the envelope instructions and to like put together a time machine was badass. Like there, and then we also get more of that development where like the young Mai and the dog, I don't remember his dog's name, and then
I think it's Shu. Is it Shu?
Yeah, that whole gang. They're out here. You actually, I think you have a pop for one of them, don't you?
Yeah, I have Pilaf.
Pilaf. Yeah,
Yeah.
feel it. They get a lot more development throughout that arc as well. And so, like, although parts of that even felt like a drag, it's still important because I like where they are and being around Bulma and like kind of fleshing out like the group at Capsule Corp a bit more, which is what we're starting to see because we never really had that. Yeah, we had Gramps, we had mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
But we cut to them sparingly because they intentionally did not build on their characters. They were just like dry one-line characters, right? But now to have like we got a lot of fleshing out throughout Super at Capsule Corp. So now I'm really excited for us to see more over there because there's
Yeah.
more to bring us there.
No, I get that for sure. I do. I think also it's like one of those things where it's like I just didn't like Trunks in that. Like again, I agree with you. I did like the Trunks and my relationship. That was cool. But and I've said this many times on the channel. The reason why the Goku Black arc really even stuck with me was because I thought Goku Black was just a fucking insanely good character. I genuinely do, and I think they actually nailed it. I know it's kind of weird to say, oh, it's just a Goku reskin, but like honestly, it was
It's
more.
not, though.
It wasn't. Yeah, it really wasn't. And I know a lot of people have said it would have been even better if it was a Gohan because it's in Trunks' timeline, and I kind of do agree with that.
Yeah.
But dude, and actually now, and I think now is still in chat here, but we were talking the other day on Discord, and that is one of my favorite panels in the manga when Goku Black turns Rose for the first time. Have you ever seen the manga panel for it?
I have. I think again you shared it recently,
Yeah,
but it's nuts.
it is so menacing. The way Toyotaro drew that grin, it was just encapsulated like Goku Black as a character in that one panel, straight up. Like it was just fierce. He's literally about to kill you. He's gonna kill your whole family. Like when he was mentioning to Goku like all this shit. Like dude, I don't know, man. I'm just not a big fan of Trunks and Super, and I do see where J Light's coming from too, where it's like if we're just gonna talk about specifically after the Cell Saga restoring Piece of His Time was the perfect ending. I do agree. I do agree with what he's saying in the sense of like,
Yeah.
why did they have to make his timeline fucked up again? I think that's also where he's kind of coming from, where it's like we fixed the timeline, right? So why are we going back to it again to fix another thing? Like future Trunks should have known already. Should have finally gotten to the point after the Cell Saga where it's like I can handle this on my own now, and they kind of stripped that away from him again in Super, where it's like Goku, like father, I need you again. Like I need your help, and I think that really diminishes future Trunks' character a bit more because
That's fair.
because like that's your timeline. Like sure, we're down to help you that one time, but like you said everything was good after this. Like you should be good now. This should be the end of the road, and it would have been a happy ending, like he said, right? The perfect ending. So I think that's where he's coming from. So
I think it's interesting because I largely think there was probably a feeling in the room that maybe they should bring back the character, and that this like, or maybe they were looking for a way to bring him back because they knew that because future Trunks is a fan favorite, right? Like
He is.
people love him, and they
Favorite
knew
characters.
that if future Trunks were to come back, it'd be a big deal. And you'd have conversations like this, but you'd also have conversations around just like initially, like, oh my gosh, guess who they just brought back, right? So there probably was a little bit of that at play, and it's not like we got a bad series out of it, but I do see what you mean. In that it probably would have made more sense for it to be like, cool, this feels neater and done, and yeah, maybe Trunks should be able to take on what's next. But at the end of the day, they introduced a threat that was wildly stronger than Trunks could get to, right? So I know, it's annoying, but we got what we got, and it wasn't that bad.
yeah. All right.
Next one.
I think that is. Oh no, there's one more. It is Piccolo destroys Granola. I think Noun didn't do this on the first Hot Takes episode, I believe. I think Noun did. Chi-Chi isn't a bad character, which we agree with. I actually think Chi-Chi is a great mother, to be honest with you. I just think she's very old school, and it's like it's a bit different. But she's just a strict mother who also has a husband who's never home. So I feel her pain in that sense where it's like, she's by herself. Like, come on, like what the fuck else you want her to do? Like she's gonna be fucking like pissy all the time, bro. Her husband's never fucking home. Like, and
Yeah.
her son to not just be fighting and like trying to. I get where Chi-Chi's coming from. I also get where Goku's coming from. Where it's like, okay, well, Chi-Chi, like like
I'm trying to save the
Gohan
world.
needs to
But
train,
yeah.
trying to save the world, but also like we gotta humanize Gohan too because that was the whole point, right? Like, and I'm glad that Gohan actually has his studies. I just like now that he's finally back to training and studying. That I've always been okay with that. I've just never been okay
Yeah.
one over the other completely.
Yeah, the balance.
But yeah, so I don't think he mentioned that on the first time. But now says Piccolo destroys Granola, and I know Noun actually believes this. Me and Noun go back and forth on this all the time. And obviously Noun's talking about Orange Piccolo. Yeah, no, I think Granola still beating Orange Piccolo, and I don't think it's an extreme diff fight. I think it's a high diff fight. I think it's close-ish, but I think once the second eye is out, yeah, dude, no, no, and Orange Piccolo is strong, like that, but it's.
If I'm honest, I think it's a low diff. I think especially with the moves. No, because here's the thing with the moves that he has too. He doesn't need the third eye, and we know that Granola. I guess you're talking about ego. You're talking about Mastered Ultra Instinct. No, but yeah, it's. I think it's. I
don't think it's a low diff. I think it's a high diff.
It's a medium diff.
It's a mid diff, you think?
Mid is that a thing? Mid diff? If it isn't,
Pardon?
it is now. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mid-diff.
Well, yeah, mid diff.
So
That's-
it goes
that's my thing.
neg diff, which means like there's no diff, like it's negative instead. Like it's just pure pummeling. Then there's low difficulty, then middle difficulty, high difficulty, and then extreme difficulty.
Okay.
I got it on high, but yeah, I just don't see a way of Piccolo dealing with Granola's speed. Even, and I know Noun's take is Granola will eventually stop sniping and go hand to hand because that's just what he will do, and he did it in the Vegeta and Goku fight. But my whole take is even in hand to hand, yes, if Piccolo lands a hit, it's gonna hurt. Of course, it's gonna hurt. No one is not understanding that, and Toriyama has literally stated that in terms of strength, Piccolo is probably the strongest right now. That's fine.
Really?
Yeah, and that's fine. But it's in hand to hand. I still got Granola, dude. Granola's way Granola's the same person who was dodging instant transmission attacks from Goku. I'm sorry, bro. Like there's no way even in hand to hand that Granola isn't boxing the fuck out of. And again, like I said, I still have it high diff because I think when Granola does get hit, it's gonna sting worse than like an Ultra Ego Vegeta or a Master Ultra Instinct Goku. In that sense of like in terms of punch for punch, not in terms of the whole fight like accumulated, but in terms of like a punch, it's gonna hurt more than those two. But other than that, no fucking way, dude. Even in hand to hand, I got Granola. Because Granola's gonna snipe, he's gonna be from far for a little bit, then he's just gonna test his limits, he's gonna get close. He's gonna take a few hits, it's gonna sting a little bit, but he's still gonna get the job done.
Okay. Now, these are some great takes.
Yeah.
We had some really good episode today. Josh, Sky, I gotta get better about calling you your show name.
It's fine.
We're on the air here. All right, Sky, Josh, Mike, Kaiser, but we're gonna go by our show names as much as possible. Listen, Sky, you have your own hot take. I think we go out on your hot take. You want to give it to me?
All right. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I have slightly mentioned it before, but I think Kid Goku is on par in writing with Vegeta and Piccolo. I think Kid Goku as a character is just as well polished as a character. Not saying he's better, not saying he's worse. I just think he's on that same level as a Piccolo and as a Vegeta to me, personally. That's a hot take, though. I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with that, but yeah. You know me, I love Vegeta, but I do think it is close.
I think you're right. Yeah, like I mean, if we're including Dragon Ball, I'd say it's
Yeah, that's what it is. Kid
It's
Goku.
probably like
Yeah.
I mean, it's more, right? Like
Yeah, Goku's writing throughout Z is pretty good as well.
right? Because if we include Dragon Ball and Z, then we just saw episode 1 of Dragon Ball. To go from where he is there to where he is,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that's nuts. That character growth is pretty nuts. But I don't know.
Can I just say one
Yeah.
thing, by the way, before we end? Because we got some viewers in chat. All right,
What do you want to
perfect. We got an event right now. Dragon Ball, the top 10 strongest characters in the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. We have a lot of people in here. I believe I don't want to mispronounce it. Retro Lab, you just joined as well. Make sure to join the event. It's on the top left of the Discord. We have a lot of people in chat right now. Make sure you join this event. You guys have a long time. I think not this weekend, but next weekend it's done. It closes. So let's try to get 10 plus people, and yeah, should be good. Also, just quickly, Kaiser nailed this thumbnail. This thumbnail was fucking sick, by the way. So great job. I feel like for some reason, I know you've been using this font for like the thumbnails, but it's really popping in this one for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Glad to hear you say that. The reason is that I usually have I think it's like Dragon Ball in yellow and then Hot Takes in red, but now it's all in white because the red was like getting lost in whatever was going on in the background, and the
Yeah.
yellow a little bit too. So I just went
okay.
all white and it pops
Sick.
out a lot more.
Nice.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, but yeah, you want to close it off for us?
Sure do. Thank you for watching the show. My name is Kaiser. His name is Sky. Don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe on the way out. Join us in Discord if you want to talk a little more. But until Thursday for the Manga Lookout, we'll catch you then. This has been the Dragon Ball Fan Podcast.
Peace.
Face to face and bar to bar, I learned to chase the pain and arm the scars. And my tail fire, that's a Charizard. And we